So Ricky Martin has denied all of the Bombshell accusations, and he has released a statement, and I'm going to discuss it. Let's get into it, shall we? Hey, good afternoon, everyone. It's your girl, Miss Analytical, and I'm coming to you straight out of NYC on this very calm, cool Saturday afternoon. So, I read about Ricky Martin and the Bombshell accusations involving his nephew, and Ricky Martin did release a statement, and I'm going to read it from the New York Post, and it reads, Ricky Martin denies disgusting bombshell incest sex crime accusations. Ricky Martin could face 50 years in prison following domestic violence allegations reportedly filed by his 21-year-old nephew. When reached by the Post on Friday, Martin's attorney, Marty Singer, said, unfortunately, the person who made this claim is struggling with deep mental health challenges. Ricky Martin has, of course, never been and would never be involved in any kind of sexual or romantic relationship with his nephew. And it reads from Ricky Martin, the protection order entered against me is based on completely false allegations. So I will respond through the judicial process with the facts and the dignity that characterize me. Because it is an ongoing legal matter, I cannot make detailed statements at this time. I'm grateful for the countless messages of solidarity, and I receive them with all my heart. Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin is denying bombshell domestic violence allegations reportedly filed by his 21-year-old nephew. It was revealed 2 weeks ago that a judge in Puerto Rico had issued a domestic violence-related restraining order against the Latin pop icon. The alleged victim's name was not previously disclosed. However, according to Spanish publication Marca, Martin's brother, Eric Martin, claimed that the victim is 21-year-old Daniel Yadiel Sanchez, the singer's nephew. Under Puerto Rico's laws for incest charges, the sentence Martin, 50, could face is 5 decades in prison if the shocking claims are true. The publication reported the complaint was made anonymously under Law 54, known as the Domestic Abuse Prevention and Intervention Act. El Vocero, a Puerto Rican newspaper, reported that the order states Martin and the person who filed the complaint dated for 7 months. The alleged victim claimed that Martin didn't take their breakup well and has loitered near the petitioner's home at least 3 times, according to the report. When reached by the Post on Friday, Martin's attorney, Marty Singer, said, unfortunately, the person who made this claim is struggling with deep mental health challenges. Ricky Martin has, of course, never been and would never be involved in any kind of sexual or romantic relationship with his nephew. And so the singer also said, the idea is not only untrue, it is disgusting. We all hope that this man gets the help he so urgently needs. But most of all, we look forward to this awful case being dismissed as soon as the judge gets to look at the facts. Earlier this month, Martin was slapped with a $3 million lawsuit from his ex-manager, Rebecca Drucker, for unpaid commissions. And the legal documents allude to her protecting the Living La Vida Loca singer from a potentially career-ending allegation. A representative for Martin told the Post at the time, the allegations against Ricky Martin that led to a protection order are completely false and fabricated. We are very confident that when the true facts come out in this matter, our client Ricky Martin will be fully vindicated. The Post has also reached out to his competitive bodybuilder brother Eric for comment about the controversy. Meanwhile, the petitioner fears for his safety. El Vocero quoted the protection order as saying, the order reportedly bars the Living La Vida Loca singer from contacting or calling the person who filed it. Martin, who released a 6-song EP titled Play on Wednesday, denied the allegations in a post to Twitter on July 3rd, writing, the protection order entered against me is based on completely false allegations, so I will respond through the judicial process with the facts and the dignity that characterize me. Because it is an ongoing legal matter, I cannot make detailed statements at this time. I'm grateful for the countless messages of solidarity, and I receive them with all my heart. The legal proceedings are set to begin on July 21st. Martin and his husband, Spanish-born artist Juan Josef, have been married since 2017. And this, my friends, is a doozy. Honey, all that glitters isn't gold. Let's just say that. And, fame comes with a lot of baggage. You can have people that can try to, extort you for money, or you can try people that will try to hurt you because you have money. But this, to me, is very, very, very scandalous. I think this tops, like I said on Friday evening, this tops all of the crime accusations that came before this, because this involves a nephew, this involves incest, this involves a homosexual relationship, family, an ex-manager that's suing, a bombshell allegation, and jail time, and the fall of a music icon. You got to be really careful with who and what you do. First of all, and I'm going to say this, is this a relationship or was this molestation? Was this little boy groomed? Is this what he's trying to say? Or was this consensual? And Ricky didn't want to be bothered no more. And Ricky is basically obsessed with him. This, like I said, is not just a bombshell, but this is a doozy. It's surreal. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Incest is disgusting. Now, I'm going to be honest with you what I'm about to say, because I live in New York, okay? And I have friends who are Puerto Rican. I even had an uncle, like a great uncle, who was half Cuban and half Puerto Rican, because my great grandfather had another child with his mistress who was from Puerto Rico. Okay. Now, this is not against them, and this is not against anyone from Puerto Rico, but there has always been this unspoken, I don't want to say open secret, but there's always been this unspoken, how can I say it? It's always been talk that in the old days of Puerto Rico, that there were certain communities that were practicing incest. And the ones that practiced it were those that were white. And they were doing it to keep the whiteness still going. And what happened is that in years' time, it produced different ailments, and it hit the children that were born. So you had children that were born with certain type of developmental issues. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this as a person that grew up in New York. I grew up in Harlem, born and raised. And I'm going to tell you something. When you go from when you go from Central Harlem to East Harlem, it's a whole different world. I can literally tell you and count with my hands the amount of differences I've seen in children and even with people. I believe when people who are Puerto Rican were telling me that, some of these children are victims of incest, years of incest. I was shocked when I first heard it, because I heard it from them. And the ones I heard it from, this is when I was an adult. And I think, like, this is why I said it was like it's like a unspoken secret, but it's also like a secret that people know of, but don't really like to talk about. And I basically I opened my mouth. I was like shocked. Then the thing happened with Alicia Keys. And Alicia Keys pretty much was going to do Who Do You Think You Are? Finding Your Roots. But she canceled because there was a secret in the family. And it was alluded that the secret was possibility of incest. Then the actress Michelle Rodriguez, on her father's side, in Puerto Rican, her mom's Dominican, she don't like her Puerto Rican side. She like her Dominican side. And it was also alluded that strange things happen in that family. We don't know. It could have been incest, or it could have been something else. And this is, once again, not a dig at Puerto Ricans. I want to make this clear. But from speaking to the couple of people I spoke to, and then also the whole internet blogging and people talking, and then seeing the children, I think it's something to it. I think it's something to this. So, I'm not saying Ricky did this. I want to make it clear. But it's too comfortable that this nephew would openly say, we had an incestuous relationship, and I had to get a domestic violence restraining order against him. Because the thing about it is, I'm not going to discount Daniel Sanchez, because it's like, why would anybody want to admit to something like that? You know, that's something else also. Why would somebody want to admit, like, you know, I was in a 7-month sexual relationship with my uncle, and I tried to break it up, and he refused. And he's married with 4 children, and he's gay, and he has a husband. It's really, 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 really a dark scenario. And there are going to be no winners in this. I'm going to say, the ones who's going to get hurt the most is going to be Ricky, because no matter what happens, his reputation is done, because now it's in people's minds that he could have done this. He's going to lose money from this. This is bad. And then he has 4 kids. 3 of them are boys. They will take his kids away and put them in protective custody. This is the beginning. This is going to be the Bill Cosby. I don't want to say it like that, because I don't want to make it Bill Cosby, but I mean, it's going to be like the Bill Cosby situation in Puerto Rico. They're going to Bill Cosby him. But see, here's one thing. And Star made a good point on his show last night. Are people like Fat Joe, J-Lo, other Boricuas, and other Latinos in the internet community, are they going to call this out, Ricky Martin? Or are they going to stay silent? Whereas when the whole Bill Cosby thing happened, all of Black Hollywood was talking, and they turned on him. Are the Latinos going to turn on Ricky Martin? And we shall see. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm signing off. Thank you for listening. Please comment, share, and if you haven't, please subscribe. This channel is officially 3K subscribers, and hit the notification bell to receive future notices on uploads and lives. And I will be back later. Take care and have a good weekend.